I first saw Katsuhiro Otomo's Akira at the age of 14. Man, 14. That was 2002, so man, that was 20 years ago. Gosh, time flies. Anyway, it blew me away, and I looked for more work from Katsuhiro Otomo. I read the manga, I saw Memories, I even watched Metropolis, which he wrote the screenplay for, and I was excited to watch today's topic, Steamboy, his first full-length feature film since Akira, and his most expensive. So in 2005, I got the DVD that was labeled the director's cut. Okay. I later found out that the US theatrical release removed 15 minutes, from where I don't know. Overall, I think this is a pretty enjoyable flick, though I do understand why some people would consider this a disappointment. Think about it for a minute. Akira, Memories, Domu, and his other works have pretty out there plots that are engaging and with superb art to boot. Steamboy has the superb art, but compared to the other works, the story is pretty by the numbers. The story involves a boy named Ray torn between the philosophies of his father Edward, serving a company called the O'Hara Foundation that sells weapons, and his grandfather Lloyd, wanting science to benefit mankind. On top of witnessing others trying to profit off of, or outright steal the ideas of Edward and Lloyd for their own benefit, and with the looming threat of the Steam Castle being launched, Ray must find some way to navigate this confusing landscape and save the day. Again, from what I've been describing, and especially for those who have already seen this, I understand why there would be some disappointment. All the talk in the film about the proper and moral use of scientific technology and the evils of exploiting it, as well as how to properly guide mankind, blah blah blah, it doesn't really add much to the conversation, and it all plays out as you would expect, especially if you're somebody who has seen lots and lots of other movies. Admittedly, that's something that could be forgiven if the characters picked up the slack and showed more dimension, but they play out as you would expect here too. Ray and Lloyd pretty much stay good throughout the entire film. And although this is really a coming-of-age story for Ray, having to decide the right path to choose, whether science should be used to sell weapons or for the enlightenment of mankind, blah blah blah, there really isn't that much conflict for him there, as he predictably chooses the right. Scarlet goes from a spoiled brat to mature by the end. Edward predictably stays with the dark side. And it's unclear if Edward and Lloyd's rivals even learn anything by the end as well. I also never cared for the dialogue at certain parts of the movie, although they could have been the results of the translation in the subtitles and even in the English dub, which I don't recommend you listen to. But the film is very entertaining and filled with great sequences involving Ray trying to get away from his pursuers in a steam-powered monowheel. A full-fledged battle in the middle of London during a science exhibition between the O'Hara Foundation and Edward and Lloyd's rivals, as well as the British Army, as well as all the bits of Ray flying through the air in his steam-powered flying device. Did I mention this kid is a boy genius? Oh, I haven't? Well, he is. And then of course there's a climax of working to try to keep the steam castle from exploding in the middle of the city. Oops, that's kind of giving away some plot elements. The voice acting in the Japanese audio was top-notch, and the score by Steve Jablonsky works as well. So no, the movie doesn't reinvent the wheel, and it's not among Otomo's best work, but it is the kind of movie where you can just put on during a rainy day and just allow yourself to relax while watching it. We all have those kind of movies. What's yours?